Good afternoon. It's still March 23rd. I just finished lunch here in the lounge at the Hotel Saskatchewan. And my meeting that I had with somebody wanted to talk about publishing, and now I am heading home. My knee is hanging in there, so didn't have any problems coming down, although I could feel it. But it's not twinging like it was the other day, so that's good. It's much warmer now. I don't know if it's above freezing or not, but still chillier in the shade than in the sun. Duh. Hardly a big surprise, that. I almost feel like I could take my hat off, though, so it must be warmer. Maybe I will before I get home. I guess I'll carry on this way. I walked along Victoria when I came, so maybe I'll take a different path home. I'll go this way. Down the side of the what used to be the Land Titles building. Oh, it's quite warm actually in the sun. I may end up taking my hat off here. It's this side of the hotel, just to be different. It's getting to where I should be wearing sunglasses. Well, should have been wearing sunglasses all winter actually, considering how bright it is. Kind of wet down that way. So it's definitely above freezing, I think, now. Did some editing, 3 different projects I'm editing concurrently. I did some on each of them. I'll do some more when I get home. It's still early. Tonight I have rehearsal at First Baptist Church. 2 more of those, and then our concert on April the 2nd. On the Kickstarter front, have I mentioned the Kickstarter? I'm running a Kickstarter to fund the fourth anthology featuring science fiction and fantasy by authors who were guests of the Worldshapers podcast. Definitely can't cut through there. Not even through there. Oh, look, but there's a truck blocking my path this way. Quite thoroughly. Well, we'll go through the parkade over here. Yeah. Well, we'll go this way since there's a truck in the way. Cut through the parkade. And avoid as much ice as I can. Anyway, I don't know if I was complaining about it at the start, but after going over the 75% mark on the Kickstarter, tinyurl.com/Shapers of Worlds 4 if you'd like to kick in a few bucks. I suddenly fell back again because somebody canceled a $130 pledge. So I went down to $8,921 or something like that, which was annoying. But enough has come in. I've gone back over 9,000, and it's a little above where I was at the end of yesterday. So no matter what, I am at least somewhat ahead of yesterday. Definitely on the slushy side here, so it must be above freezing. Look at all these lovely puddles. Yes, sure sign of it when you see the water running like that. Although the other side of the street would have been less icy. So again, tinyurl.com/Shapers of Worlds 4. Lots of great backers rewards available. You could have, well, you can't have your name used in my story because somebody's already claimed that. You could have a cafe clash, a one-on-one conversation, well, not one-on-one, up to 4, but a small-sized group conversation with various authors, including me. For $1,500, I will edit a book of yours up to 100,000 words. That's a good deal, let me tell you, price-wise. And there's also other people you can will use your name in their stories if you want. There's the old YMCA turning into some sort of health center. I'm going to go this way. Yeah, it is warm enough. I think I will take off my hat. That's how warm it is. It's got to be above freezing or close to it. Really feels nice and warm in the sun. Feels like spring for the first time on one of these walks. Just apartments. A few old houses along here still, but then apartments. Sidewalks are melting off. That's nice to see. And I am pleased my knee has not stabbed me like an ice pick like it did on Tuesday when I walked. So hopefully whatever that was is taking care of itself. I don't think I'd want to start jogging on it, but walking wise seems to be okay. Look, an alley. This is Ripplingers up here. They diminished their size. Maybe those things never connected, I don't know. Oh. Are they still open? There's still stuff in there. Yeah, I don't think they've closed. I think I would have heard that. Go that way to City Hall. I'll stay on the sunny side of the street. This little place here is actually a Chinese restaurant with pretty good food, but no ambiance. I've only eaten there a couple of times. Very much a family-run operation. Shanghai Lily. I don't even know if they're still in business or not. Oh, pussycat. Hello, pussycat. There's City Hall again. Well, let's go down this way. At one point, that was a vegetarian restaurant. Vegetarian. But it's not anymore. It's a beauty salon, I think, now. So it hasn't been a house for a long time, although clearly that's how it started life. Look at these nice clear sidewalks. Here's an old little place. Don't know if anyone's living there or not. It's dubious looking at the state of the blinds and things like this. Old and rather uninspired architecturally apartment building. I'll probably just do a short walk downtown tomorrow too. Again, my knee I'm a little concerned about. And my normal Friday walk would be around the lake. Well, normal, I haven't done it in a month or more now. But But I'll get back to that. Tomorrow I have to come downtown for the shortlist of the Saskatchewan Book Awards announcement, which I should be at as a publisher and writer. And maybe I'll have some news after that. We'll see. That's at the library at noon tomorrow. Public Library. It's the main branch. The writer-in-residence, Pam Buston, will be doing the honors. I've been the writer-in-residence there. But the year I did it, they didn't do the announcement there, so I never got to be the one who made the announcement. It's been 10 years since I was writer-in-residence. Then, of course, I was writer-in-residence at the Saskatoon Public Library 2019-2020. So the latter portion of that was virtual. As things closed down, and of course increasingly it's becoming clear that that was not an effective, and in fact was a damaging approach to the situation. The lockdowns and all that crap. However, it actually made me money because I was doing everything from home and not driving up to Saskatoon every week. Only downside is I was really piling up Marriott Bonvoy points, and I got cheated out of 2.5 months worth of those. I'm still living off those. I still have enough that I'm going up to Saskatoon for a 4-night stay. I'm going to have my books at the Saskatchewan Libraries Association, my Shadowpaw Press books, at the Saskatchewan Libraries Association annual meeting as an exhibitor, and the Book Awards Gala happens to be at the same time, so I'm going to go to that. And then at Sask Expo, the big, our closest thing to a Comic Con. That's 2 more nights, so I'm going up there for 4 nights, and I'm still living off of my writer-in-residence points to the point that that won't cost me anything. Between the points I have and a free night. Yeah, so I'll get to go up there, and that makes a big difference on making a little bit of money, because there's still the cost of meals, there's still the cost of the table at both the Saskatchewan Libraries Association and at Sask Expo. Put it all together, I probably won't make any money, but I shouldn't lose too much, I guess is the most I can hope for at this point. Well, let's go this way. That's the Petrocan. Yeah. Get run over by a bus if I step too far. For those asking if there's public transit, there it is. I have been asked that. There's no subway or anything like that, but there is a bus network. Leopold's Tavern here. Too small and noisy for me to spend much time in. It's just not conducive to me writing, and that's how I judge these places. The hotel is relatively quiet. Well, it was quite busy today for some reason. Busier than sometimes. I don't know what that building is really. I mean, it's just an office building, but it's got some architectural interest at least, even if this is all parquet here, of course, but then at least it's not boring to look at completely. It is much chillier in the shade, where I'm thinking perhaps I didn't want to take my hat off, but I'm not putting it back on now. Royal Saskatchewan Museum, kitty corner to us there. But we are going this way towards home. My home. Probably not your home. I imagine the cat will be wondering where I am. He's usually emerged from his morning nap about now and looking to be petted. And nobody there. And he's liable to be in my lap 2 or 3 times now in the next couple of hours when I'm trying to work. I enjoy it, don't get me wrong. It's an honor to have a cat on your lap. Somehow they make you feel like that. But it's also sometimes a bit of a nuisance when you're trying to work on a computer and there's also a cat on your lap. College Avenue. More puddles. Look at that. Proof that spring is more or less here. Lots of puddles. I will circumnavigate that one. Storm channels tend to be iced up or blocked up, and so we sometimes get quite big puddles. That's why the fellow over there is chipping away at the ice. Try to open it up so it'll drain properly. One of the downsides of living on the corner, we don't quite, so usually something that affects us. Ooh, bit slick here because of the layer of water over the packed snow. Be a while yet before our sidewalks melt off because of all the shade. And really, the temperature is only just sort of easing above freezing every day and then falling back well below freezing at night in the forecast. So it's a very slow melt, which is supposed to be good from an agricultural point of view for getting moisture into the ground, but we'll see. Nothing's ever perfect in farm country. It's always too cold or too dry or too wet, too hot. Too windy. It's always something. And there's always a dog on these walks. At least one, usually more than one. I'm feeling much better about my knee. It was really quite worrisome, those stabbing pains 2 days ago, but hasn't happened today, so whatever it is, maybe it's calmed itself down. You read about it, and it's like, well, it could be a bit of cartilage that broke loose, floating around and just occasionally clogs things up. Could be a bit of bone, which sounds worse. Could be arthritis. Certainly not impossible. I have arthritis in my thumbs, of all places, because of 40 years of typing, but it only bothers me occasionally. There's a little bit in my shoulder, I guess. But generally speaking, I don't hurt, which is good. I don't like hurting. And hopefully it stays that way as I continue to get older, because there doesn't seem to be any way to get younger, although I read a prediction that immortality might be just around the corner. It sounded like wishful thinking on the person who's making on the part of the person who's making the prediction, because I heard that same prediction from somebody 25 years ago who's now dead. So, that's probably wishful thinking. But hey, wishful thinking never hurt anybody, unlike whatever was going on in my knee. Okay, here we are. Done. Thank you for walking with me. I'm afraid tomorrow will probably just be more of the same as I go down to the library, but we'll see. Anyway, bye for now.